lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. On third down, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on fourth down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Jordan Reed has it. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll be first down, Washington.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They go play action. Cousins. This is caught. It's Ryan Brand. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Slot man moves right. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Gerald Hodges. From his outside linebacker spot, he comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Breeze now out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they put that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now Breeze. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On third down, that's Marshall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it fourth down. Throwing is Cousins. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 8 on the play, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They run it here with Thompson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He's got Thompson here, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. To throw, Cousins. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie us at 3-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal. Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around. Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game. I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football. Brees going to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On third down, Mark Ingram. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone. Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's 2nd down. Well, speaking of incomplete passes, we had a very controversial incomplete pass in Week 15 in that Steelers-Patriots game, did we not? In the city of Pittsburgh, it wasn't incomplete. Right, yeah. For them, it's they won.
If
They
you're
won,
a Steelers fan, that was not an incomplete pass. That was a touchdown. But by letter of the law, having to catch a football as a receiver's going to the ground, he has to survive the ground, holding onto the football firmly. But letter of the law wasn't a catch.
Right.
The problem is you put 100 people in a room, that looks like a catch.
Right, so then the question going forward is, does that rule need to be changed?
Well, the competition committee tried to define it clearly 2 years ago. I think they'll be back here this spring, once again trying to clearly define what is a catch, because right now, a lot of people are confused.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there was a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They run it again with Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas from 17 yards out. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And the slot man goes in motion left. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
The Redskins on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. To throw is Cousins. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. A minute 52 left to play in this second quarter. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Following the interception, Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. 2nd down, Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Cousins. 12 more yards there, and another 1st down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Kelly to try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Rob Kelly taking it in from a yard out. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 3rd down, it's Ingram. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Crowder. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Saints on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is third down and 12. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The final shot before half for Breeze. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
In motion is Grant. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
The Redskins on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down. Here's Cousins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Will Compton in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly,
And the pressure gets to him again. Will Compton in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Zach Brown in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. The slot man in motion right. Now they try the right side here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Halfback sent in motion. From the gun, here's Cousins. Taking a shot here for Marshall. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall, 65 yards. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, If your quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They'll run. This is Kamara. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The Saints on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Ryan Kerrigan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Crowder now to return. So out now come the Redskins. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Cousins now from the 50. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Cousins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. and no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. In motion is Grant. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nate Stupar. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Breeze now on 1st down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Zach Brown in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Breeze got to have this one. He's going to look deep down the field. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. So the D-line's going to spread out. And here's Marshall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Cousins now. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On third down, it's Marshall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they settled for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. He gets it to Thomas. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. So he got free at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Breeze to throw on second down. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now, that completion came out of the drag route, and defensively, I think they were in man, weren't they?
Yeah, because when you're running that drag underneath, oftentimes the complementary routes are pushing the defense deeper to try and open up that space. And it's really difficult to stay with a guy in man because he's just going to keep moving and trying to move away from you. And if he gains leverage on you on the route and then runs away, that's usually a completion for the offense.
It's complete to Flainer. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. And now a first down following that long gain. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Mark Ingram punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints are back within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Out to the left here to Reed. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A give. This is Kelly. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. The Skins going for it. Cousins got a man open. It's Brian Quick. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. That one good for 14 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. This is Marshall looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down. That's Marshall. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this would be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game.
Goodbye,
no
girlfriend.
about it.
Goodbye, girl. Goodbye, girlfriend. Goodbye, girlfriend. No, my son was right here. I just want to tell you goodbye.
Now to kick it off.
Goodbye, girlfriend. That's the Snow Bowl. You got beat in the snow.
They will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for
what you gonna do now, sister?
Now the Saints, they trot their offense.
Where the AK-47 at?
Close to a lost cause here,
I sure ain't heard his name tonight.
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't.
I got AK-47.
They need to score
AK-47.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Breeze to throw.
Nah, nobody opened out. Nobody out. No. You praying? He praying? He praying? I'm sorry, son, man.
But that's okay.
It's horrible.
The second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Sit down, nigga. Stay inbound. We want you inbound. Inbound. Keep him inbound, guys. All right, we couldn't stop all this playing. We couldn't stop all this playing. Oh, man, come on, bro. Man, come on, bro. AK-40 girl. What's wrong with AK-47, dog?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I didn't want to get on here and saying something. I thought you cut your mic out. That's why I cut it out. You wasn't responding. You wasn't responding to that. I got you. Nowhere. I'll call a timeout for you. No, I ain't. I ain't giving you nothing. I ain't giving you nothing, girl. I'm your king, girl. 9-6. 9-6. What is it, son? You know what it is.
After the sack of Breeze and the Saints up against it.
Get it, Schwerger. Get it, Schwerger.
Inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching
the
NFL.
You want me to end you now or later?
It's a win for the Redskins.
He can't even hold the lead. He can't even hold. You can't even hold the lead. You can't even hold the lead.